What has hospitality taught you about life?
Everything. I sort of think, it should be the national service. People should go and do a year in hospitality because I think it teaches you so much. I mean, I spoke earlier about me going into that kitchen and really learning how to get on with people and from different backgrounds, different countries, different everything. And I think it really teaches you, to be part of a team, and there's a customer, there's all your, people you work with in the kitchen, or the person cleaning the dishes, or the person, cleaning the rooms. You all have to work together to make it happen. And I think, so it really takes the shyness out of you, and it gives you an ability to get on with people, which I think is a really useful tool. I think it's better than a maths degree. I think getting on with people. I think you learn, just useful practical things like making a bed or keeping a place tidy or clearing a table of plates, and when you've got a family gathering or something, you can suddenly clear the plates and stack them up, or you can make a cocktail, which is really nice. You don't, even if you're not in hospitality anymore, you can still make a cocktail, you can still make a bed, you can still hopefully get on with people, you can still, clear a table. You have to become quite organized in your mind. And I think hospitality is a very rewarding industry for that.
Hospitality is quite a broad term, but at the crux of it, what do you think it is that you're actually selling to people? What are they buying from you?
Well, I think what we want our member to do is flourish. We want them to flourish socially, and we want them to flourish, at work. And I think creating memberships and that word community of people who are sort of like-minded and they all have a creative soul, and you put them in one house, that is like, they bump into each other, they talk to each other. I've seen businesses created, I've seen relationships created, friendships created, ideas created. And I think when you put people together in a space and that is pretty special. And to see that happen in different countries and different cities, to see members sort of really using the fact that you go into the house, you can just go into the house on your own, just wander down there, and you'll bump into someone, you'll start having a drink with someone or a cup of coffee with someone, or you're in the house, you're part of that membership. And I people do it a lot now, and you can do it digitally, and they use algorithms and they use all sorts of things. And I think being part of Soho House, and those 500 members I talked to you about earlier, they're still part of us. They still pay their membership. If they're still here, they're still part of it. They don't give it up. And so you have, on one hand, the original founder members of 27, 28 years ago. And then on the other hand, you got, huge under 27 membership going into our houses. Huge, it accounts for 20 to 23% of our overall membership, under 27s. And it's seeing in a room, the most successful scriptwriter in one corner, and in another corner there might be the struggling scriptwriter who's still trying to write, their first script, or a really well-known artist, or an artist who hasn't sold a new painter who hasn't sold their first bit of work, and and taking that and trying to think, well, how can the person who's done it help the person who wants to do it? And that's why I'm so passionate about our mentoring scheme, where there is so much creativity in the world, and there's so much creativity, and creativity is not owned by the middle class. It's everywhere.